Hey guys, this is Josh Weidman with REI 360 and with the Property Hackers Master Course. Now, a lot of people have been asking me what exactly is involved in this 6-week master course. So I wanted to take a minute and give you a clear explanation of exactly what is involved, and not just what is involved in the course, but also who should be using the course. Who is this going to be applicable to? So first, let me explain where the Property Hackers course came from. Over the last 8 years, as a full-time real estate investor, there have been a number of processes, a number of small changes that I've made over time from every part of my business, whether it is just understanding and controlling a transaction, or my marketing, or talking to a seller, building my success team, or automating my business and getting it hands off. There's a bunch of hacks that I've identified over the years. Well, recently, it's come to our attention that there's been a lot of people that have contacted me about hiring me as a private consultant or for my private coaching. And for a number of different reasons, we've turned them down. And whether it's that they didn't seem to have the basic knowledge of how a real estate transaction worked, they'd never done a transaction before, or maybe they didn't have the liquid capital to be able to afford the course and the marketing that they were going to have to spend, as a one-on-one client. So we sat down, the team here at REI 360, we sat down and we put together this Property Hackers course. And what it involves is a 6-week program to go from wherever you are to a fully integrated, robust business where you constantly have deals coming in the door, you constantly have leads, and you're constantly involved in transactions. So how do we do this? Okay, week 1, we focus on setting up your game plan. How does that start? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay out some goals. And these goals are going to be based on the kind of dreams and the kind of life that you want to live. And we start with dreams and we figure out how long it's going to take to get there. And also, we're going to look at what's that translate into the number of transactions. How many wholesale deals, how many rentals, how many flips do you need to do every year to translate into the kind of lifestyle that you want to live? From there, we take a look at the transactions themselves. Some people, they've never been involved in a rehab, or they've never bought a rental property. Many people that get involved with Property Hackers, they've never even been involved in a transaction where they bought their own home. There's nothing wrong with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and give you the basics. The basis of all, and the foundation of the entire course is going to be based on your understanding of the way the transaction works. Once we do that, we're transitioning into the fun stuff. Week 2, we get into making it rain. How do we get the phones ringing like crazy and get motivated sellers calling us? And what do we need to do on a daily basis to make sure that this happens over and over and over again? We're going to go into a bunch of different marketing campaigns, including direct mail, email campaigns, online marketing, offline marketing, canvassing, and follow-up campaigns that, when worked together, they consistently produce the kind of leads that you need in your business to be successful, okay? So that's week 2. In addition, when you're done with week 2, you're gonna have a marketing calendar that is gonna take you from a 1 month down to a 1 week, down to a 1 day plan, so that you can know exactly what you gotta do every day to produce the kind of results and live the kind of life that you want. Then we go into week number 3, where we're going to talk about how to deal with a seller. What do you say when the phone rings? How do you transition that seller who's calling very skeptically and says, yeah, man, what's this all about? I got this postcard in the mail, or I got this email from you. What are you doing? Is this some kind of scam? I get those calls all the time. Well, how do you transition that from a skeptical person into a contract? And we talk about exactly what to say, the type of presentation that you put on in the house, how to win friendships with these people, and really how to build relationships with your sellers, so that by the time you're talking numbers, it's already a done deal. There's nobody else that they're going to sell to except you. In week 4, we build on that. We're going to build our success team. We're going to attract the type of agents, the type of lenders, the type of professionals, contractors, title companies, insurance companies, bird dogs, all these people that are going to be your support staff that they're going to work with you to help you be successful, and vice versa, you're going to help them be successful. That's week 4. By week 5, we're ready to get down and dirty into the construction end of things. It's the least sexy week. I've said this a number of times. It's the least sexy week of the training, but it is the most powerful and will have the most impact. If you can learn how to manage a construction project, you can turn those $5,000 and $10,000 wholesale fees into $30,000 and $50,000 rehab fees. It's a big transition, and it's really exciting when you conquer that. By week 6, we're sweeping up the loose ends, right? We're talking about how to automate your business. We're taking you from day 1, where you're really hands-on, in deep, and you're really involved, to the point where now we've got the revenue coming in. It's time to then transition into the type of lifestyle where you have not just financial freedom, but you also have time freedom. That's what you're pairing. We're going to talk about how to build a rental portfolio and how to manage a closing of the transaction. Basically, it's at the end of the 6-week period. We're talking about how to put everything together and how you're going to be able to walk away. Now, obviously, there is some involvement as an investor. This is not a push a button and all of a sudden you're rich and you never have to do anything again. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. But what this is a 6-week program to set up your business, to take you from day 1 to the point where you are automating systems and implementing processes so that you can have the time freedom as well as the financial freedom that you're pursuing. So that is what the Property Hackers Master Course is all about. I want to see you on our next training. Our next training starts tomorrow. So I want to see you on the training. Sign up right now. I'll see you on the other side, and I'm really excited to have you involved.